Welcome to Podcast Under the Influence. We're the two biggest assholes on the internet, and I'm JD.
I'm me.
Yeah, we have taken a couple weeks off. Some
Baby stuff.
baby growing pains, but it's all good. We're back now. Got to catch up on some Arrow. What you haven't lost this last week's episode, right?
Well, I'm aware of what happens in the last two episodes, but I've seen neither. I mean, other than Thea dies, or Thea appears to be dead.
She died and she comes back. He uses the Lazarus Pit on her to bring her back.
What was it? I heard the scene of him at the hospital was very good, and Steve Amell showed how well he's learned to balance the character with feeling family emotions, but holding up the badass assassin angle at the same time. They said it was a really good, powerful scene.
Yeah, it wasn't. Oh, of course.
White out.
I've been over here for 20 minutes.
It's snowing.
We've been here for 20 minutes. And when you know, not a minute after I turn the camera on, that one of the cats comes jumping over, getting in on it.
Just wants to be.
But yeah, let's see what happened to. Okay, when's the last one you saw?
We almost got to go back. We haven't done this for like 3 weeks.
Okay, you saw the one where? Did you see the one we got arrested?
That's where I think that episode. The one before that is where we stopped, and we have to pick up from that episode.
One before that?
That's where we stopped.
Okay.
The 3 episodes we're missing are the last 2 weeks, and the one where he got arrested and
took a week off, and then they had the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, but then what's his face threw himself
Roy.
under the bus. Yeah.
Roy, yeah, and I told you something was going to happen with Roy. Now I don't know if he's gone for good. I think he'll come back, but I hope he comes back. He's really a good part of the.
Ra's al Ghul, Arrow could break him out of prison.
He can also, I think he might join the League of Assassins in general, just to absolve him of any crimes he didn't. I do. You haven't seen the last 2 episodes. I can probably explain a little bit. Roy, like I said, they go to break Roy out of prison, and then someone stabs Roy, a friend of Diggle's, and they sneak him out kind of like as if he's dead.
Yeah.
And that's how they get him out. And Oliver's really mad because he wanted to go break him out in general, but the whole group voted not to do it. He's like, you can't dress up as the Arrow, so how are you going to get him out? So that happened. So Roy got out, and Roy leaves town, and then near the end of the episode, goes on Laurel, and Ra's al Ghul comes in. She puts up a good fight, but Ra's al Ghul stabs her, and then basically tells Oliver, hey, you want her back to life, you gotta join the League of Assassins. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it, so. And then the next episode, he agrees to do it. Everyone comes with him. It's like a final goodbye. Felicity, you gotta give her.
Bangs her. Totally bangs her.
Yeah, and she drugs him, tries to sneak him out.
Yeah,
before he agrees to do it. Didn't work. That's pretty much what happens. That's pretty much it.
Don't have a lot of emotions on that because I didn't see it, but.
Whatever,
they're still doing pretty well with the storyline. The only thing I could complain about is...
Oh, we can talk about the Bug-Eyed Bandit. Oh, now it's Flash, never mind.
Yeah. Well, I was just getting ready to segue into that. As much as Felicity's running over to Star Labs to say, hey, I can use your assistance, it would have been nothing for Ollie to call in the Flash and be like, hey, I need you to zip my boy out of prison real quick.
Yeah, he pretty much could have done that very easily.
Yeah,
if he really wanted to.
But then again, that'd be one of those little convenient plot points that would have deleted an episode from the roster. So it is what it is.
Anything else that happened? Laurel didn't even know he joined the League until the end of the episode. He's not the leader yet. He's just in the League. He's not Ra's al Ghul yet. Now I don't know how that's going. I don't know. I think maybe he just might hand over the reign to someone else, like maybe Misa, because she really wants to be it, or.
Nessa would be a lot better choice. Apparently, he's really pissed at Maseo.
At Ra's al Ghul, you mean?
No, Ollie's pretty pissed off at Maseo.
Maseo al Ghul?
No, Maseo, the little Chinese Korean.
Oh no, he's not that mad.
Okay.
He got over it these last 2 episodes.
Did the flashbacks go into what happened to their son yet? Because
no,
I was reading over it, it didn't really.
No, what the flashbacks have gone back into is okay. You remember how there's Amanda Waller and there's that American general that needed his help, and quote, as soon as he was done giving help, that they would let him go back to the States.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's American general. And there's like this Omega and the Alpha.
They're still trying to track down half of it.
No, they found it. And the American generals got his hands on both of them. So what they do is they go to find Amanda Waller and kill her. They think that she's trying to kill him because apparently they do a job and he goes free because that was the agreement.
Mm-hmm.
If he does the job, he can go free. And then all these soldiers are trying to kill him.
Yeah, while they were at the docks.
Yeah. And then they escape, and then they find Shadow's twin, her twin sister.
That was neat. I did like that.
That was pretty cool. Whether that plays a part in the future, I have no idea. It'd be nice if it was part of the future. Like maybe he gets back together. I don't know. But and then now what they're trying to do is they're trying to figure out. The guy has the Omega and the Alpha, and what happens is when it's mixed, you've seen like Die Hard 3, how they have those two chemicals mixed together. They're very explosive and very dangerous, but by itself they're nothing.
Yeah, Transporter 3.
Yeah, no, Die Hard 3.
Well, Transporter 3 did the same thing.
I didn't see Transporter 3, so to be fair. But Die Hard 3, you have two chemicals that are very explosive when they're mixed together.
Yeah, beside each other, they were together.
Yeah,
they're very dangerous.
Yes. It's basically the same thing. The Omega and the Alpha, when mixed together, are very, very explosive, even at a little amount. And what they want to do is they want to test the drug in the middle of like Hong Kong. And there's like 5 million, 8 million people.
Yeah, on that small ass island.
Yeah, so they're trying to test out the drug on them. Apparently they made more. They're just trying to test it.
Nobody reproduces like Asians.
And I think the son's gonna die in them trying to find the drug because Oliver, his two friends, what's his name? Katana, and then what's his wife? Maseo. They're all three trying to find him. Apparently they get a hold of it at one point. I vaguely remember it. I think I was multitasking while watching it. They get a hold of it, or they stop him from using it. Let's just say that. But anyway, they shot Amanda Waller and took the Omega and Alpha from her. That's how they got it.
Okay.
Because Oliver was literally going to go kill her for turning on him. And like she comes out of like the office like bleeding out like right from her stomach and stuff, and that's when they go on the run.
Well, we know that she doesn't die.
Oh yeah, she can't die.
Otherwise, she wouldn't be in Suicide Squad.
True. Very true. No, there's no connection between the show and the.
I was just being funny.
Oh, okay. Anything else about Arrow?
Nah.
Oh, I do have some insight on who the next villain will be next season.
Robin?
No. It's going to be Felicity's dad. And
Hive.
Hive.
About time they bring them in.
Well, they've talked about it a little bit.
Well, the only thing I want to say is that even Teen Titans had the Hive as their ultimate baddie with Slade.
They're apparently making a Teen Titans show. So they are making a live-action Teen Titans show.
Okay. I'm with it.
Now the question is if they're going to use Manu Bennett, because he's the leader of the Teen Titans. He's like their leader, right?
Who is?
Slade.
He's not the leader of the Teen Titans.
I thought he led him for a while.
He might
as
have.
Slade Wilson, not as Deathstroke.
He might have for a while, but and trust me, I have not read that part of DC Universe. In the original cartoon, not Teen Titans Go that's on now, the original Teen Titans cartoon that was on before that, Slade was Robin's like arch nemesis, like the one guy that was always one step ahead of him.
I know there was at one point after he was, I thought he was like just too old and like too damaged, and he had too many injuries and stuff. He just became.
That might be in the comics. I'm just going off the cartoon because that's
okay.
One thing that pissed me off.
That's
segue for a second, and we'll come back. Is the original cartoon the way it was? The voice casting was brilliant. The characterizations were awesome. The slight Japanese anime feel to it made it feel fresh and vibrant, not something the same old stale superhero cartoons we get over here. And then they scrapped it and went with Teen Titans Go, which is pretty much dumbed down for a 5 to 6 year old. And it's just ridiculous. It's not even halfway entertaining. It's just so dumb.
Yeah.
And the fact that they had such a brilliant product, and then they're like, we're not with it.
I gotta throw this out there. I really hope that Arrow does something more with Deathstroke, and this is, I read a couple of forums, and like a lot of people are complaining, and some people got turned off of the show Arrow. Now there's enough people to watch it that's still going to stay on, but a lot of people got turned off of Arrow because they did not